Clones family. It is your boy, your whispering perfume pimp, Christopher Cologne, and I am back with another video. So what I have for this video is all the colognes that I wore for this month, monthly wearing. So I quit doing the weekly wearing because the football picks, and I was just kind of getting tired of it, and it seemed like the views were dropping off on them, so I just figured I'd quit doing them. Well, I'm gonna try something different. For this month, I'm gonna do the monthly wearing. So y'all let me know what y'all think. What do y'all want the monthly wearing? Because this was the original idea for me to do before I even decided to do the weekly wearings, if y'all remember. Or do y'all want me to do the weekly wearings? I can do it. I'm good with either one. Like I said, the weekly wearings, the numbers were just dropping off, and I was doing it was time to do the NFL picks and all that, so that's why I did this. Pretty much why I stepped away from that, and I was getting tired of them. So, because I get bored with things really easy. So, as do a lot of us, probably. Okay, so I didn't wear that many this month. I only wore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I only wore 11 different ones, and which y'all know I had surgery at the beginning, then I got at the month, then I got sick and all that. So, but I'm keeping tally marks on each one. So, like, we'll start out with the Dr. Squatch Fireside Bourbon 4 times. It's the one that I wore the most. And this has a fruity vanilla, like I say, fruity vanilla, but it's also got a spiciness to it and everything too. It's got geranium, Virginia cedarwood or cedarwood Virginia, and I can't remember what it is. That's it. But we're gonna look up the notes. So I got 3 different ones. All 3 of them are for $59, I think, for 1.7 ounce. That's if this thing will load up. Hey, do any of y'all know why a phone wouldn't keep a hold of the Wi-Fi signal? Because this phone won't keep the Wi-Fi signal from my Wi-Fi, but that phone that's recording will hold the Wi-Fi signal. I don't understand it. So, I'm not too technologically inclined either. So, but, yeah, okay, it's geranium, patchouli, and cedarwood, Virginia. So, but, yeah, that's, like I said, it's got the woodsiness to it. It's got a kind of a fruity vibe to it. It's got a vanilla. It's got, yeah, it's clean. It's woodsy. It's fruity. It's vanilla. I guess you can get a little bit of that patchouli in there too, but here's so I'm gonna spray myself because I have it kind of dark in here. So, and my phone, I'm not looking at the screen. I have the phone turned around, and I have a mirror back there that I'm kind of going off of to make sure I'm still in frame. So, yeah, so spray for y'all, spray for me. I love this stuff. Okay, so there's that. And then what I have next is Swiss Arabian Pure Instinct. Swiss Arabian Pure Instinct. I would like to get at least 1 or 2 more Swiss Arabians because I like this one. But yeah, y'all, another thing for real, whenever I get back on my feet, whenever I get my shit back together financially, because I am so bad financially right now, whenever I get back together, I'm going to try to start, well, I'm not going to try, I am going to start getting more of all, more natural fragrances, stuff with less chemicals in it. So I want away from the chemicals for real. So I know I've been saying it, but in ways it's hard to get away from chemicals in this world because they're every freaking where. But I'm not gonna go into that. We're gonna save this for the other channel. Okay. So yeah, spray for y'all. Spray for me. Nice and clean. We'll look up the notes because I don't remember the notes, and coming behind that, it does smell kind of different than what it did. And I wore this twice this month. So, okay. Now, on Fragrantica, the notes are grapefruit, pineapple, apple, pepper, and rosemary. The middle notes are tuberose, rose, cardamom, patchouli, and galbanum. And then the base notes are amber, cedar, vanilla, vetiver, and leather. And you can smell a lot of what's going on in this. You can usually smell, whenever you spray it, you can smell the fruits in the opening. Now, I couldn't really smell them this time because it coming right after that, the Dr. Squatch fragrance. So, but yeah, normally you can catch the fruits in it. So that is, what I do with the box. Oh, that is Swiss Arabian Pure Instinct.
And what we had third was Michelle Germain, Sexual No More. Let's see if I can get the same vibe off it coming after the other ones. But yeah, so spray for y'all, spray for me.
This is the one that smells a lot like the Mont Blanc Starwalker Extreme, but they smell a little different. One's more watery than the other. And right now, because the way this is coming off after those, I don't really remember if this is the more watery one or the other one, but yeah, we're gonna look up that. And the Swiss Arabian you can get for like
anywhere from $32 to $45 on like Fragrance Net and Joma Shop.
So, wow. I think that went up in price because this is $110 on the Michel Germain website. Now you can get a whole lot cheaper on discounters, but it's a woody fougere. The top notes are Italian bergamot, crisp grapefruit, and cardamom, and the middle notes are wild coriander, lavender, orange blossom, musk, and honey. And the base notes are moss, sweet tobacco, and tonka bean. And this is definitely one of my favorite fragrances. Okay, now one of the good things about all these last at least 4 to 6 hours. So all of them last at the least that on skin. What they last on clothing is a lot longer. Like next day, you're still gonna be smelling it. So, yeah. So what do we have next? We have Lalique's Linsumi Force. Oh, and I wore that Michel Germain's twice. Now, this is another one of my favorites. Lalique Linsumi Force. Find the sprayer, so I don't spray myself. Spray for y'all, spray for me. And I'm noticing, which the last time I wore it, I could tell the smell is starting to change on this. I've had this for a couple years now, I think, but the smell is definitely starting to change. It's not necessarily changing to like a real bad smell, but it's changing. This was like real citrusy and creamy when I first got it, which it does have. I'm pretty sure it has sandalwood in it, but we're gonna look it up. Okay, it got it just enough, even though it says Lindsay Me on the Google bar, on the search bar. So the top note, and this was a 2018 release, the top notes are green apples, citruses, cardamom, and lemon, and the middle notes are lavender, violet leaf, camphor, and rosemary, and the base notes are woody notes, cashmere wood, and amber. So that's the notes for this, and I like the bottle too. Frosted. It's frosted on the front and the back. The top and the sides are clear, but then it's got that nice little design on the side. And this was a tester, so I don't know if y'all could tell. But okay. So then we have one of my all-time favorites, probably my all-time favorite. It's hard to tell with some of them there, especially the ones like Curve and this one, and you know, they're about tied. But this, man, just something about this one brings back memories and everything more than anything else does. So my girlfriend got me this for Valentine's Day a couple years ago. Well, matter of fact, I don't know, it might have been last year. But yeah, I love this stuff. It's spicy. It's right for y'all. It's clean. It's spicy. Yeah, it smells different coming behind those. So we're gonna look up this one too, the notes. Okay, now on FragranceNet, you can get if this thing would load up faster. So a 1 ounce, which this is a 1.7, I think. Yeah, this is a 1.7. On FragranceNet, you get it for $20. For a 3.4 ounce, you can get it for $30. And they got it on clearance at what's it called? At FragranceNet, and it's just the 1 ounce bottle that's on clearance. So this was released in 1995. It's a citrus aromatic fragrance. The top notes are mint, bergamot, grapefruit, and lavender. The middle notes are Granny Smith apple, cranberry, and rose. And the base notes are cotton flower, cactus, and amber. And yeah, like I said, this is probably if it's not my all-time favorite, it's one of them. I love this stuff. And even though right now it doesn't smell like it normally does, without spraying all these others, I love it. Brings me back to the late 90s. Brings me back to the day of being in high school. You know, I was more of the skater type and everything. Even though after I got hit by the car, I couldn't skate no more. That was me, Jinkos and everything. I wasn't goth. I was skate. So, but yeah, it just brings me back to those days. All the preppy kids in the hallway wearing all the Tommy Hilfiger clothing and all that. So, but this is what Mike sent me, and I want to get a bottle of this. This smells really good. It's more of your darker fragrance. And I wore this. I got a tally mark down for once, but I think I wore this 2 or 3 times, honestly. So, and just forgot to write it down, but spray for y'all, me. You can smell that fruit. You can smell that spice or it's a darker fruity fragrance. So this looks like it's about $100 for a bottle. But yeah, it does, it's got your vanilla in it. So the top notes are lavender, cardamom, and black pepper. The middle notes are incense and patchouli, and the base notes are vanilla pod and tonka bean. So yeah, you get some sweetness. I get a little bit of a fruitiness out of this too, and then a spiciness. So, but yeah, it's a amber woody fragrance from what Fragrantic is saying. But yeah, I like it. It does have a woodiness to it. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that. But yeah, it does have a woodiness to it. That woodiness is pretty prominent in it, honestly. So, but yeah, okay. What we have next is a good little cheapie. You get this for like $20-25, I think. So, now what's crazy is, look, I cut my fingernails earlier and forgot to cut my fingernails on this hand. But, yeah, so this is by a Spanish company called Tos. People pronounce it two or Tus or whatever, but yeah, when I looked it up, it's Tos. So, because in Spanish, that's how Tous is pronounced. But, so.
I like this little cheat sheet. Spray for y'all, spray for me.
Kind of vanilla. I think it's got a heavy vanilla vibe to it. Got a little bit of fruitiness going on. And that pulls up toast, man. I want to get, there's a couple of them that I don't have, but yeah, you can get this for like $25-30 on discounters. So, but, so this was released in 2004, and the top notes are ginger, Szechuan pepper, Brazilian orange, and grapefruit, and the middle notes are Campari, red apple, and pineapple, and the base notes are sandalwood, white musk, tonka bean, cedar, and amber. So that tonka bean is where that vanilla smell is coming in. It's a smooth, kind of creamy vanilla smell, and the sandalwood is what's probably giving, is more than likely what's giving it that creaminess. That white musk, I don't know about that. But yeah, and you definitely, I don't know about the pepper though, man. That's, like I said, it's a good fragrance. It's not anything like really amazing or anything, but it's enough. It's good enough for the $25 that you can get it for. Yeah, it's a good buy. Now, I like the whatever one that I have, the one that's in the frosted bottle. I love that one. That's my favorite one. But yeah, I wore this one once. Now what we have next is B Layers Hot Date. B Layers Hot Date. Now I only have a sample of this, and I didn't really care for this when I first got it. It was meh. was alright. I liked it, but it wasn't nothing I was going crazy over. But when I wore this a few days ago, last week or whenever it was that I wore it, I was like, man, this is really great. And then whenever I sprayed it earlier, I'm really rocking. I really like this hot date. So spray for y'all. Look at the Adam. Great. Doesn't shoot. But it fans out. So spray for me. And a spray for this has a fruity freshness to it it's got a spicy heat to it. So it has a sweetness, a spiciness to it, like a hot spicy, like a peppery spicy. And then it's got fruitiness to it too. So this is a good fragrance right here. This is $20. It's $19.99 for 10 ml. And then for 55 ml is $61.99, and it says exotic perfume scents inspired by TF Ebony Fume, however you pronounce that. And it says that perfect balance with its woodsy exotic aroma and subtle feminine notes. Hot date is perfectly balanced and great for any occasion. Now, yeah, I can see that it is for a man or a woman. But you can definitely rock it no matter what. But it says hot date is crafted with a unique blend of Palo Santo, dark ebony tree, and quiet wood, which create a woodsy aroma that is perfect for any occasion. And thanks to the subtle hints of rose and labdanum, hot date is perfectly balanced between exotic and feminine. I find this to be somewhat masculine fragrance too. It has kind of its feminine sides of it, but it also has its masculine aspects of it also. So then it says it has notes of incense, pepper, and resins. So yeah, that's where I get that spiciness from. I'm not sure where I'm really getting that fruitiness from, because I don't see any fruitiness in there. Unless one of these is a fruity smell that I don't know about, which I want to do one. But yeah, so I've worn this one once and I almost wore it today. But so that's Be Layard's Hot Date. And then we have three more. So we have Jean Paul Gaultier's La Male La Parfum, and at Ulta this is going for $142. And the top notes is cardamom, the middle notes is lavender and iris, and the base notes are vanilla, oriental notes, and woodsy notes. So, and this is another fragrance that Mike sent me that I really like, and this is another one I'd like to get a bottle of. Spray for y'all. Spray for me. Matter of fact, I might wear a bunch of samples this week and go over which ones are my favorites. But yeah, I have to tell y'all because I just about the way that smells, because I just told y'all the notes, but I wore that once. Okay, now we have Hugo Boss Private Accord. I think Mike sent me this also. But yeah, so spray for y'all, spray for me. This has a somewhat, I don't know, herbal wateriness to it. It smells like it has also with a kind of a powdery vibe with it also, and it almost smells like, I can't remember what the notes are, but say it smells like it has chocolate in it too. So, I don't know. We're about to find out. So, the top notes are ginger and bergamot. The middle notes are manica, coffee, pepper, and pineapple. And the base notes are cacao. Must be where I'm getting that chocolate vibe from. And woody notes and vanilla, patchouli, amberwood, and benzoin. And that benzoin is what's given me, is what the mix of that benzoin is what's giving me that powdery. I think benzoin gives it the powdery vibe. Hold on. Yeah, rich, intensely sweet, warm, powdery, balsamic, vanilla-like aroma with a subtle, spicy, cinnamon-like undertone. Okay. Yeah. Benzoin resin smells like burnt plastic at high heat. That's what somebody said in Reddit. So, and then the last one that surprised me, because when I first got it, I got it just because it was Marvel, and the way I had, because like I said, I got into this once I bought a couple and I liked them. I was like, I'm gonna be a reviewer. So I was gonna get all the Marvel ones, and then I was gonna do all, like ones for country western type stuff. I was gonna do all natural, all ones that were made by car companies, and so on and so on. And then I just got to seeing, once I started buying stuff that was interesting me, and then I wanted to do that and all still and everything. I was just looking at how expensive it was, and I was just like, there's no freaking way I can afford to do this. So okay, but that is the Black Panther. And this is like, you can get this like 10-15 bucks. But yeah, and it goes good with La Mail, with the Jean Paul Gaultier La Mail. Spray for y'all, spray for me.
Yeah, it's kind of woody. Kind of sweet. Kind of spicy.
So we're gonna look up the notes on it. There's a page called Wiki Parfum. Now, under this, it says lemon, sandalwood, lily of the valley, woody notes, plum, gardenia, musk, vanilla. I can see the plum in it because I can pick up, it does smell kind of like, guess Los Angeles 1981, because that's a plum fragrance. They kind of have a couple of the same vibes to them, but I know me saying vibes isn't the right word for that, but I hope y'all get what I'm saying. But yeah, and I wore this once. So okay, y'all, these are the colognes I wore for 2024, and I'm gonna release this tomorrow, Thursday. This is Wednesday night. Well, actually, it's Thursday now because it is 12:22 a.m. on Thursday morning. So I gotta go to the doctor in the morning for them to look at my foot. And it sucks because it seems like my foot is just kind of stopped. It got to a certain point and stopped, and it's getting on my nerves because I need to go back to work, even though I don't want to go back to work, or at least not that place. But yeah, so hopefully I'm not on my feet too much longer. But yeah, whenever I get done with that, when I get home, I'm gonna do the layering video. I was gonna release that Thursday, later on, but I'm just gonna wait and release that Friday. So, but I gotta get to working on my other stuff, my other channel. So, because that channel is gonna be, I'm gonna have to study a lot for each video. Well, not each video. Like one video will be pretty simple. But like the conspiracy videos and like I want to talk about history and stuff like that. Like a lot of stuff that I used to know, I can't remember. So I'm going to have to go back in and I'm going to have to read and I'm going to have to see if I can find my notes. Because I went through a period of time for about 6 months back in 2014. It's about 6 to 8 months. I was going through such a bad time with insomnia. I was driving myself crazy. And almost crazy, but I was up all night. I figured, you know what? I can't sleep. I might as well study. I might as well learn. So I would stay up all night. I would get on the Library of Congress. I would read Black's Law Dictionary. I was learning and learning and learning as much as I could about U.S. history, about law, and all that. And now I can't remember the overwhelmingly vast majority of it. I can remember just enough to keep me in the direction that I want to go in. So, yeah. But I can't remember a lot of the little details and stuff. So, I'd like to do stuff like that on that other channel. So, I'm gonna get off here, y'all, and I'm gonna clean off my bed because when I was looking for the cord for that light, I destroyed that whole side of the room, threw a bunch of stuff on my bed and everything, so now I gotta straighten it all back up. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I enjoy y'all commenting and viewing and everything, and y'all go ahead, drop a comment, drop a like, sub if you haven't subbed, and let me know what y'all think if y'all have any of these. And I will see y'all next video. Peace, 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 peace.